Hello and welcome to Rapture. I thought I'd take a walk down memory lane. Oh, do I have enough?
Welcome to the Circus of Values.
That's fine. Oh, it wanted me to go this way. Remember this epic must-play legendary game.
You keep an eye peeled for Steinman. The daft bastard set up shop in the surgery wing.
The door stay open for 5 seconds?
Just follow the blood.
I gotta stop using my medicine.
All them machines will short out right from you hit them with electrical.
Start hack. No. Oh, jeebus. I need to take that one, swap that one, and then take that one, and then we've got, so we've got that one, yep, so we got, yep, swap that one with that one, and then we want, we want that one, and we'll swap that with that one, and replace that one with that one, and then finished. Yes, can you, Whew. So yeah, BioShock really started its somewhat a strong thematic first-person shooter. Okay, let's get some. I gotta stop doing that because I'm wasting my juice. Oh, very good. Let's just buy that. That's fine. Swap that. 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 And then we're done. Oh, and I'm dead. That's playing very careless. But that's not the point. The point is thematic. So, you know, the most powerful part of the game is the feeling of the game. Being underwater in a ridiculously crazy city full of horrible murdering people who want to murder you all the time, and I keep on using all my meds by accident because I've forgotten the controls. Okay. And having, you know, sort of linear progression. There's a couple little bits here where you go back and forth. So this is one of those areas where you do move back and forth around. But it's a tremendous game, tremendous music, tremendous art. And I keep getting shot, and I've forgotten how to play. The controls are all weird, so that because it's an older game, the controls are very unintuitive. I'm not going to play the diary.
Welcome to the Circus of Values.
Okay, I can't even remember. Ah, Circle's first day. Okay, forgetting the controls. It's really making this challenging. But yeah. Oh, I can supply. So there's not much to say about the game, honestly, because it's already been said. Everyone's covered it. It's got a great aesthetic, always has. The older style, the Big Daddy, and the little girls, the little demon children who you can choose to kill or to save, and it changes the outcome. So it's, you know, you have karmic decisions, good and evil, and that carries through all three games. So I am going to cover the next game as well, and Infinite. But let's just back to here. So this is a remastered version of the BioShock collection. So things are improved a little bit. So again, you know, as technology improves, we can make things look better. But it didn't matter. You know, the original release didn't matter. It was still a beautiful game in its art, style, direction, and the way it played was quite good. So again, it's not perfectly crisp FPS, but
You'll have to find some way to get through to surgery.
okay, light chamber.
Chin up now. The Lord hates a quitter. I can hear that splicer sounding off like it's the 4th of July. Explosives are hard to come by down here. But if you get your hands on one of them telekinesis plasmids, you can catch the damn firebombs and toss it right back in its gob. Or anything else that might be standing in your way.
Alright, so we're going to find telekinesis. So we're going to go all the way back. There's a little bit of back and forth, not too much though. I suppose... Oh! And you do have special magic abilities, but the overall combat, because of the age, it is very stiff. So, like you feel like you're driving a truck around, is how I describe the movement. And then we've got different elements with the fire stuff and the telekinesis, and we've got all the different magic powers. I'm not gonna... Okay, let's just go for some... And the huge amount of lore, which is probably the strongest parts of the game, are the art and the lore. So the lore is really, really good. I listened to all the tapes first time through. And it was like... Okay. And it's just a really good game to learn about the world that has been created. For some reason you jump a triangle. Okay. And the controls have always been... the controls are average. Combat's good and variety is good in terms of your abilities, and you can use the environment, you can use the puddles of water with electricity, you can do all that sort of stuff. Generally intuitive in terms of the actual combat mechanic, but just not the combat controls. Not as refined as in future games, which is, you know, it takes time and that sort of thing. Different for the sake of being different. You had a tremendous amount of searching things, searching corpses, collecting items. So if you didn't do that, you know, you'd have less money, you'd have less upgrades, you'd have less powerful gear, and you just, you know, maybe you find it harder to get through on a harder difficulty. All that stuff's pretty normal. There's hacking, and there's also, can I do it? No. Reload. Yeah, let's go machine gun. Okay, we've got a map. And we have the sort of the theming of the UI and all that sort of stuff. Pitting the world, which I think is, you know, everyone agreed it's very nice. You can also take photos of enemies. and the more photos you take of them, the more damage you do against that kind of enemy, that type of enemy. So that was one of the things that I really enjoy is, electrocuting enemies and they're getting electrocuted and then you take a photo up close and personal and you get more points. So you could, take less damage from them and do more damage to them. So for the tyrants in particular, very, very, very helpful. Anything else I want to say? Oh, that's fine. Bloody crazy ladies. So the enemies, majority of them are crazy people. So they're people who somehow survived when things went to hell down here, and they just sort of... Oh, I can't remember how to switch powers. I can't remember to do anything. Any controls. So yeah, I don't want to spoil the game. So that's kind of the weird sort of thing about this, is that it is a really good story in its own way. There is a bit of busy work here and there, going back and forth and all that sort of stuff, but that's the game really. You go combat section to combat section, area to area, you go back and forth, move forward, go to different areas, the greenery and all that sort of stuff, the forest, little botanical zone. And you learn more and more about the world as you read through, listen to the lore recordings and have the conversation with the fellow who's helping you, guide you through. Now, anything else to say? There's nothing else to say. Tremendous game, must play. It may be a little bit disconcerting that you're a Mac truck. For people who play modern games, they're a bit more snappy. So again, I suppose you can adjust sensitivity and see what sort of thing we can get going here. Customize controls. Let's chuck that to full. Okay, that's as good as it gets. A little bit dizzy for you. I'll try not to move too much again. Even then, you're still like a Mack truck. Okay. Eternal flame.
Alright, this one, take some more.
Piss off.
Approaching a little sister is a criminal offense. Do not approach the little sister.
So yeah, I'll leave it here. The music, the soundtrack's really, really, really good. You can always listen to it. I've got it, a copy of it, and I always listen every now and then. Tremendous soundtrack. Highly recommend. Art book's beautiful. If you get a physical copy. It's definitely an older game, but it is definitely one worth visiting if you've never visited before. If you've never played BioShock 1, get the collection. I'll talk about 2 in a separate thing, but definitely worth it. There's all these people whispering in the background. Don't worry about them. So yeah, what else is there to say? Nothing else to say, is there? I've probably gone too long. The atmosphere of the world is tremendous. Atmosphere. Is it a scary game? At times it can be a little scary, but I wouldn't call it a scary game. I think that'd be a bit ridiculous. So first person action adventure shooting game. yeah, I hope you play it. I don't want to spoil the story. I don't want to spoil anything else. And yeah, listen to all the lore recordings and manage your health, unlike what I'm doing right now, where I'm just absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I've played in so long. But yeah, you can get other abilities, and you can do all the guns, and the guns are pretty crap. The gunplay, honestly, the gunplay is average, or below average. I mean, yeah, below average gunplay. But because you have the mix of the superpowers and all that sort of stuff, I think it makes it a little more interesting. There is a new game coming out that is made by the same people who made BioShock, so this is sort of pressing it to why I'm doing this review. From the looks of it, they continued on with the Mack truck feeling, so I kind of like, I don't know about that. So if they didn't realise this game had subpar combat generally, then they're going to have trouble. So they've just got to realise that you just got to, make it a little bit more fluid. Just do a little bit here and there. Make it a little bit more snappy. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, there's been 9 out of 10 game, by the way. 9 out of 10. Easy. Easy. Easy peasy. Very memorable. No one forgets the introduction bit, which... Yeah, it's fine. That's what I'll do. This is what smart people do. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm doing the introduction again. Yes, it's got music. Yes, I'll get in trouble. It is what it is. But I just wanted it to show. Because this is, the whole point.
They told me. Son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose rapture. A city where the artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, rapture can become your city as well.
So that's the intro. The legendary intro. I thought I'd add it to the video because people like that. Everyone likes it. I feel like the game starts incredibly strong and then it sort of has middle areas. There's certainly environments here and there that are pathetic, but most of it's awesome. But there's kind of a... It's so strong early, I feel like, and towards the end. And it has, moments here and there, but there is... If you're at this point of the video, might as well cop it. Yeah, there's some averageness here and there. It is an older game, but there's no excuse. So yeah, I think thematically it's it's always strong. It has this it maintains the theme. It sort of just wanes here and there. The environments being a bit more appealing, but that's what it is. You have your good parts, you have your bad parts. Every game's like that, but it's just an excellent game that everyone should play. So yeah, just wanted to have that intro in there. Just something nice. There's a starfish there for some reason. Sponge. Yeah. I think we'll go up here. Just click a bit.
Just a bit more. How do you like that, mister?
This is like the roller coaster start thing where
Find a crowbar or something.
you're sort of like on.
Splicer, seal Johnny in before they... Goddamn splicers.
And then you get your initial combat. Then you get your first goo. Yeah, I don't recommend that. Maybe the plasmids
Your genetic code is being
will be banned in modern games because, again, drug things aren't so good. You're not allowed to do drug things. Generally.
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped. Wonder if he's still got some Adam on him. Let's pop. Weak. You're a weak chopper. This little fish ain't worth towing, but no big daddy. Yellow. Always have been. You'll be no better off with Metal Daddy, little fish. See you floating.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel. I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute, he's still breathing. It's all right. I know he'll be an angel soon.
You alright, boyo? First time plasmid's a real kick from a mule. But there's nothing like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
So yeah, that'll do. Introduction. Showed the colour and the lights and the theme, and did a little gameplay, and a little bit later, not far into it, so it's not spoiling anything. Make sure not to do that. But yeah, this is BioShock. If you've never played it, give it a go. If you have played it, then you know what I'm talking about. Simple, really. Alright, it's been FrostyFire10. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time. 9 out of 10. Bye-bye.